How do you follow Consul General Kim? Thank you, Cameron, for that introduction. And yeah, you know what? I actually remember Tiff's beginnings, and they were humble, right? So let's give it up for Tiff and the team here tonight. A powerhouse in terms of film festivals and a major economic driver and a huge source of pride for us right here at home in Toronto, the center of the universe, clearly. These Consul Generals are fantastic people. I had the opportunity with Consul General Matsunaga and Consul General Kim to go down to Niagara Falls recently. Consul General Hunt, the invite is always welcome. Canada does, in fact, have the better side of the falls. Saying that you're always welcome for a visit. And Niagara Falls is very special to me. You know, I really want to stay for this film. I read the sort of description of Minari, and right away it reminded me of my family story, who immigrated here from South Korea 50 years ago. My dad, my mom, they came here with nothing at all. And you know what? Korea, Japan now, economic powerhouses. Back in the day, 80 years ago, it's one generation, they came from the ashes of war. My parents, when they left 50 years ago, and Deputy Mayor Godwin Chan, nice to see you. You know my family story very well, because I think I've told it in front of you 150 times. We're here 151 times tonight. But, 50 years ago when my parents left, they had absolutely nothing. Now, I can't imagine ever leaving a country as my dad did at 22 years old, going somewhere where you don't know the language, where you don't know the culture, and you try and make a living for your next generation. That's what my parents did. He was so hard down on his luck, couldn't find a job. His first job was actually selling earthworms he picked off a golf course to sell his fishing bait. But he learned enough English to get a minimum wage job in a convenience store outside of Guelph, Ontario. He worked his tail off, eventually saving enough money to buy a little convenience store franchise in Rexdale, Ontario. Those are my first memories. Growing up in that store, playing in that store, doing homework in that store. And man, did I ever see them go through some tough times. Worked 7 days a week through holidays. They got robbed at knife point. Every racial slur you can imagine hurled at them. But they never complained. They worked harder and harder and harder. And when my dad retired, he employed 200 people throughout the greater Toronto area. He got to live that Canadian dream, the reason they moved here. And that's what motivates me every single day. Now, it's not just the Canadian dream, it is an American dream as well, and I have family in Georgia, California, New Jersey, North Carolina, New York, who have very similar stories. So when we're talking about Pan-Pacific family ties, man, is that ever personal for me. So you're in for a treat, because I know there's a point in the movie where the family is down